Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy the Strongest Wizard, and you know what night it is. It's fight night, and tonight we got Justimon versus Sakuyamon, and I'm really excited to get into this video, so let's go ahead and dive in. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, and that's Cardvice. Cardvice makes some really awesome custom playmats that you can go ahead and buy online. I actually got this Strongest Wizard playmat done personally for me, and you can go ahead and do the same. Alright everybody, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and start the match on the left hand side. I'm going to Digivolve into the Renamon. That Renamon is low-key super good. I actually just added a couple of them in my deck because I added the Kalumons, as you can see here, hard playing, setting Inferno to 3 by playing 1. My thought process is that I've gone through a billion different revisions of the Sakuyamon deck, and I'm just really trying to make it work and trying to figure it out, but there's no other better way than playtesting. So Inferno here is going to drop the big gear, Digivolve in the Monodramon on the back, playing the Rio from hand, and going and get the Cyberdramon from the top 4. I'm going to go ahead and raise my Renamon. I'm looking pretty safe here. It doesn't reduce cost or nothing like that. So I'm going to Evo into the Piddo, suspending Kalu to gain the memory, making it a free cost. I'm going to Evo into the Rika in the back. I'm going to Evo into the Piddo, playing the Tau, playing the Rika for free in the back, and then I'm gonna just give my opponent the 3 with the Sakuyamon. I already have a level 6 in my hand, and you see me showing my hand because it's kind of ridiculous how I have 3 level 5s in my hand, 2 of them being the brand new Angelomon that I just added. I thought it'd be really good to have Angelomon in sources and then bringing out the Renamon that you see here now for free. I thought that'd be kind of nuts, giving something minus 1 security. But all in good play testing. And then he's just going to play the Kazu in the back, which is kind of like a watered down mat, sort of. So I'm going to go ahead and hatch here the Vixie. I'm going to go ahead and swing tapping Rika to play the green. Not to Evo, but just for the extra draw and to pop his Digimon here. I'm going to swing, hit a Commandramon. Things are looking pretty good here. I'm going to Evo into the Pata in the back, starting to get another stack going here. I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into the QB in the back, going to 1, and then go into my Angelomon that I had in my hand, putting Inferno to 2. Pretty good start here for myself. He's going to swing the Monodramon, tapping the Kazu to draw 1, trash 1 off of his effect. And swinging at security here, and he hits into a Rika. Super good for myself here. So he's currently sitting at 2. He's gonna just hard drop the Commandramon and playing the Rio for 3. Pretty good. I mean, he knows I'm gonna go to 3 anyways. So he's gonna go ahead and get his champion. I'm gonna restand, raise the Angelomon. And I can have a ton of different plays I can do here, right? But I don't think I have the level 6 in my hand. I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into the Kazu in the back to try to fish for it. And I'm asking here whether I can tap the Kalumon or not to gain the memory and have the extra draw. I'm actually really not sure because it says that to Digivolve onto a Digimon when your Digimon Digivolves, but it's a tamer, so I'm not too sure. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and swing with the Sakuyamon, tap the Rika, playing the green plugin to pop his Digimon off of the sources and Sakuyamon's effect. Off of the green plugin, I'm gonna go ahead and Digivolve into the Angelomon. I'm proccing all of my triggers right now. I gain 1 memory off the Patamon, and I draw 2 off the Vixies. Sakuyamon having a ton of effects. I'm gonna just go ahead and swing here. I really have nothing to lose, and even this stack going away doesn't really matter too much. So I'm gonna just go ahead and play reinforcing, getting 2 Renamons, so picking one of them, whichever is shinier, into my hand and the other one in security. So he's gonna go into a Commandramon, And then he's going to go into his champion in the back. So he's going to go ahead and hard play the Mechanori. I'm going to restand. I think he doesn't remember too well if I can just remove it off the DP reduction off of the effects. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for free, minus DP reduction. I'm going to swing and then just swing for game here with the Angelomon. So let's go ahead and start game 2 here. He's going to have me go first, and I'm going to just go ahead and hard play the analog. Losing 2 plugins, but the good thing is that it's not too much of a feel bad because of Sakuyamon getting them back. And analog does count as a tamer, so, and wow, he's just got a great start. He's just gonna go all the way up to his level 5 here, and I'm gonna go into my Starmons, and then go into the QB, and then I'm gonna hard play the Rika here, putting my opponent at 3. I figured I really need the memory. I don't think I have a Talmon, so yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. So he's going to go ahead and hard play the Commandramon, and he's going to play the Reapermon. I have no idea what this card does, to be honest with you. I think at this point I'm kind of asking him, I'm like, wait, so what does that do again? It's really cool. Whenever your opponent's Digimon unsuspends, you choose to, or they have to de-digivolve one Digimon and they choose. So I'm going to just go ahead and hard play the reinforcing. I don't have the necessary cards, and even if he chips away at me here, it doesn't really matter too much. So he's going to swing. He does use Gardramon's effect, which is the inheritable, to trash one card to draw 2. It does have to be a cyborg or a machine, I believe. So he's gonna go ahead and check into the Patamon that I had just added on my security. He's gonna evo into the Commandramon in raising, and he's gonna play the Izzy, putting me to 1, which of course only runs black cards in his deck. Going back to 0, playing a memory setter, and choosing what cards you have on top with Izzy has always been super good. Love that card. And so he's kind of deciding the order here on how he wants his next few hands to go in this next few draws. And he's just going to go and evolve into the Sealsdramon in the back, putting him to 3, and his Reapermon does have reboot. So yeah, not looking too good for me. I can't even swing over it at the moment because it has reboot. And it's just too much DP reduction to kill it. So it's not looking the best for me. So I'm going to evo into the Angelomon, giving the Reapermon -2. And so because of Reapermon, I'm kind of actually afraid to attack because it's going to go ahead and de-digivolve. I'm going to evo into the Sakuyamon, getting both green plugins, which is really, really good. That I have both now in hand with the Sakuyamon, with a Rika, and an analog. Pretty powerful stuff. So he's going to swing with the Reapermon. Because I have a unsuspended, he's actually going to get Sec +1. He's using Gardramon's effect to trash a Sealsdramon from hand, to discard 1, to draw 2, which he did. And then he's just going to play the gear here to draw another 2. So he's really cycling through his deck. And of course, he didn't do any security checks because of the Angelomon. I'm not sure if you guys did catch that. So I'm going to go ahead and play the yellow memory boost. Deciding what to get. I think I want to get the Kaze, and I don't even have a rookie in hand, but my thought process is here is that I really want to use the plugin. In hindsight, I should have just gotten the level 3, the rookie, evo in the back, and then the following turn use the green plugin, but I just felt like I was kind of on the clock. The Reapermon has Sec +1. He has 2 other bodies. I don't know. That was definitely a misplay on my part. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the reinforcing, go into 3, go into the Kaze, go into 1. And I'm debating here what I want to do. I still have a tamer in the back, so I can still play my plugins without, the being a green or blue or red requirement. So I'm going to go ahead and swing at security. I don't have too much to lose. I can't use Angelomon's effect. Luckily, it does survive. And then I'm going to play a green plugin, putting my opponent to his 3. And then by effects of the QB and then the Sakuyamon, I'm going to pop both of his Digimon. And then off of the green plugin, I'm going to play the Talmon, drawing an extra card off the Vixie and for the Evo. And then Inferno goes ahead and goes to 3. So he's going to raise his Seal Dramon. He's going to gain a memory off the Kazu. He's going to go ahead and swing over with his Reaper, which is pretty good. He's using Gardramon's effect now to trash a card to draw 2. So currently he's sitting at 4 memory, which is quite a few. He's going to go into the Cyber Dramon here. Going to 1 effect, playing the Rio for free. Getting a Cyborg or Justimon, I believe, from top 4. So he's going to gain the Command Dramon there. He's going to swing at security, tapping both to give it plus 1k, and then effect of the Kazu to draw 1, trash 1. He's going to hit into a Sakuyamon, but he's currently sitting at 12k, I believe. So barely passing over my Sakuyamon, and then he's just going to Evo into the Justimon, putting me to 2, restanding off the reboot. Alright, so I'm currently reading this Justimon because I haven't played one against one before, so little matchup inexperience there, which is completely my fault. I definitely need to do a better job in knowing what kind of decks I'm going to be going up against. So I'm going to go ahead and raise the Pitto. I'm going to go ahead and crack the yellow memory boost, putting myself to 4, going to an Angelomon, giving something -2, which I believe is going to be the Reapermon. JK, it's the Justimon. It can unsuspend, so it's technically doing 2 checks. That Cyber Dramon's effect, Inheritable, is super sick, being able to Digivolve, which is pretty nuts. I'm going to go ahead and hit a Blinding here to go to 3. I'm going to go into the Sakuyamon to go to 0, getting back a plugin because I have 1 Tamer out. And was it needed? Did I need to do that? I'm not too sure, honestly. I just wanted to cycle through. But also, by taking the security, I was able to proc the Angelomon effect. So I was able to play the Renamon. Unfortunately, the Renamon has no effect here, not netting me a single card. So I'm going to swing into security for 11k. Currently sitting at 0. The Justimon is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy what it can do. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to play around it, on top of the fact that the Reapermon's still alive. So I'm going to go ahead and play another plugin here, just to Evo into the QB effect off Evo. Check the top 3 for a plugin, big whiff. And yeah, I'm setting my opponent here, Inferno, to 3. He's gonna hatch, go into his Monodramon, and he's got a pretty well developed board. I don't think there's anything he's missing anymore. He's going to swing over, he's gonna swing over the Sakuyamon and then Digivolving, Digimon my Talmon here. He's gonna tap the Kazu to draw 1, trash 1, and then he's going to kill my Kazu off of his main effect by deleting something with a play cost of 5 or less. So yeah, pretty much wipe my board. I'm at 3 security now. He's swinging here with Sec +1 with the Reaper. I don't have anything at all in my deck that's 12k or higher, so yeah, this is looking really rough here. And I don't think there's any way I can come back, honestly. With such established board like this, you know, maybe. And yeah, he's just gonna go into the rush here, and yeah, swinging for a game the following turn, because that actually, the Justimon gets a -1 because of the yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, just swinging over, and for next turn there's nothing I can do here. So that's game 2. On to game 3. I'm actually going to have Inferno start because I need to set up and I need to draw. All things I do need. And then he's going to go into the Guardramon in the back, putting me to 2. Putting me to 2 is pretty good here. I'm going to Digivolve into the Renamon in the back and then hard playing 1. Hopefully hitting something. Nope, nothing. That's the only bad thing about not running the Renamon line. Like all of it plus extra because, you know, stuff like that happens. So he's going to Evo into the Cyberdramon here. I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to raise. I'm looking to swing here. I do have the Kalumon here that I want to play, but before I play, I figured why not swing? I have 2 anyway, so yeah, it's going to die. I'm going to go ahead and hard play this for 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Analog, choking Inferno to 1, and then getting the Piddo in the back, putting it into my hand. I mean, I actually almost forget to throw it in trash to the cards off of the Analog, so it's a good thing I did that. So Cyberdramon's going to swing at security. Trashing 1, drawing 2 off the Guardramon, hits a Renamon, very, very safe. And then he's going to Evo in the back into his champion, putting me to 1. I'm going to Evo in the back into the Renamon, Evo into the Piddo for free by tapping Kalu, and then drawing an extra card. This time I do remember. And I'm debating here what I want to do, and yeah, I just Digivolve into the Talmon for 3, and I don't have a Rika. Surprise, surprise. So leaving my opponent at 2 here. And then Inferno here is just asking what my inheritables are. I have the Renamon, I have the Vixie, so yeah, nothing too much, nothing too crazy here. He's gonna go ahead and swing over the Kalumon using Guardramon's effect to trash 1 to draw 2. Super, super good. And yeah, he's at 2. He can just put a tamer. Yeah, he plays the Kazu to choke me at 1. So currently sitting at 1. You see I have 2 plugins in my hand. Thinking about what I can do. And I'm going to go ahead and play the green plugin. Thanks to the Renamon over the Talmon, I gained 1 memory for playing it, putting me still at 0. That's the beauty of Analog, is that I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and swing over, clearing his board, which is really, really good. I really needed to clear out the level 5. And then I'm going to Digivolve into the QB. And then I hit into a plugin. Man, yeah, things are looking real nice for me right now. Inferno is currently at 2, and he's just going to set up even more, adding the Kazu in the back, which is really good. Obviously, getting the extra memory is really, really good. So he's going to Digivolve into the... I'm going to Digivolve into the Starmons. I'm going to play another green plugin for 2, going to 0 because it doesn't cost me anything because I have 2 Renamons. Playing the Talmon effect. I get to play the Rika. I draw 1 off of the Talmon, and then I draw 2 off of the Vixies. So currently still at 1. I'm going to swing, tapping Rika to play the green plugin for free. I draw Evo into the Sakuyamon, resetting the Sakuyamon to get back 2 plugins. Hits a Cyberdramon in security, which is great. Currently at 1. I got 2 level 6s out with really, really good inheritables as well. So yeah, I'm thinking about just swinging, and of course it dies. So, which is still okay. It's all good. He still doesn't have a level 5 out. I'm going to Digivolve into the QB, trying to choke him as much as possible. He's going to go to his 3. And I'm assuming we see the level 5 here, if he has it. But I don't know if he does. It doesn't look like it. Yep, he has it. He's in a Digivolve here, going to 0. And this is the same Digimon that gives you Sec +1 when your opponent has a Digimon that's unsuspended. So he doesn't have that at the moment. And I think here he's kind of afraid because he knows I'm just going to swing over it, whatever it is, the following turn. So he's kind of choked out right now on the certain amount of plays. And then he's just going to go into the Justimon, putting me to 3. So now I have plugins in my hand. Do I have another level 6? I don't think so. I'm gonna swing tap Rika, doing the sec +1, but it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna swing 2 checks, then swing QB for game. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me today. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I actually changed the furniture in the background, trying to spruce up the place a little bit, make it a little nicer for you guys. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. And more importantly, don't forget to stay tuned because I have a ton of new EX02 and BT9 content coming your way. See ya!